Cage. Peach. I could eat a peach for hours. Please.
Greetings and salutations, everybody, and welcome at Cage's Kiss, the Nicolas Cage-based podcast that's all about his life and times and about gleaning his colorful wisdoms from his cinematic masterpiece that week. I'm a piece of TNA from the comics called Starfire that's been sanitized for children, or Adrian.
Well, you are just a starshine sparkle dildo, aren't you?
Yep.
I am Rainbow Bright because the peculiar purple pie man on Porcupine Peak.
You go, I cannot follow.
Are you sure you don't want to go with Mr. Boom Boom Blaster?
I'm very sure.
I'm going with this.
My name is Linda, but you can call me the Cheese, and this burrito is my dream. We have a special guest today.
What?
Besides Al.
Who is our special guest today, pretty lady?
We've got one half of Talkin Shiz. Care to introduce yourself?
Yeah, so Talking couldn't make it, so you got Shiz. So I am the Shiz. So I'm CJ.
Look out, CJ!
It stands for Corky Joe.
Oh my!
Awesome.
Oh,
I'm just playing.
I was hoping so.
I'll take it either way.
Corona juice.
That's what we're all made of these days. Yeah.
Oh.
No.
So what are we covering today, Adrian?
What we're covering is where the fuck was Kid Flash or Aqualad? What the shit? What the shit? You can't use the name and then just not have all the players. What the shit is what we're covering. God damn it. This is a Nicolas Cage-based podcast, and we're covering yet another movie. The Cage is in for about a minute.
Playing Superman.
Because it's
Fuck
a
yeah,
cartoon.
finally.
Yeah, playing Superman.
I mean, so it was a dream come
movie
true, though. So he
aimed
finally
at
did it.
6-year-olds.
Yeah, he fulfilled his destiny as Superman.
For like
And he put his
30
son
seconds.
Kal-El in it. For even fewer seconds.
And he wasn't doing a voice, guys. He wasn't doing like the...
No, but
his
maybe he
weird-
should have been.
No.
Maybe he should have been talking like this, Peggy. So
No, he should have been exactly
No.
as he was, because this was the closest
Exactly.
he'll get to that dream, and it broke him, and that's why
now
he
it's
just
gone.
He did his just monotone Cage.
Have you guys seen the pics that have been like circulating with him in the pink jacket, the pink leather jacket with the Superman emblem on the back?
Is it a short one so we could see his Superman tramp stamp too?
Oh.
If he doesn't have one, he should.
I really hope he does.
I mean, that's what real fans do.
Is this
Listeners, apparently we watched something called The Teen Titans Go to Hell. Or the Teen Titans Go
Linda,
to
you seem not to
movies.
like this. Should we give you a musical number to show you why this is a piece of shit?
Damn it, Donnie.
Right from
you
the
were my only
moment that I
hope.
met it, saw it, I said, oh no, and then oh drat. I was running for the door, but then there was some more, and I had to watch all 80 minutes.
Fuck both of you. I fucking love it. I love
Well,
Teen
of course
Titans
You do,
Go.
because you
Events.
always dig these same specific brands of this easy, mainstream, predictable shit. It was just made for you. You're the why this stuff makes money. If it wasn't for you, we'd be safe from it.
You're responsible for this.
And I bet you
blame
hate
you.
the Lego movie too.
I never watched that. I never would have watched this if it wasn't for this goddamn podcast.
Welcome to my
You're a
world.
monster.
Oh God! A lot of the Cage ones hurt, but the animated ones hurt the most.
Oh,
You know, he actually had a
The
bigger part
Croods
in
and the-
Spider-Man.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm sure that
I
one's
love
going to be
Spider-Man
better than
too.
this one. I'm sure that one's going to be better than this one. I'm positive that one's going to be better than this one. Because at least that one seemed to have been made by some artists and shit.
I'm
still have to
hoping
watch
that
this.
they'll bring him into the MCU universe, as
Yes.
a Spider-Man Noir, because you won't really know it's him because he has the whole mask on. But
Yeah.
I heard that. I'm sorry, this is Nick. Never mind. Sorry, this is a Nick Cage fan. Sorry, I don't want to go.
Go
on.
on. We're gonna go off on
No, we
No, we call him
embrace
out
your
on his shit.
tangent.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm hoping that if MCU has any right in their mind, they would actually, since they're doing a Spider-Man 3, and rumor has it that Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield's coming into that universe.
Yep.
And Jamie Foxx is coming back as Electro. I'm hoping that they would actually use Nicolas Cage as Spider-Man Noir. That would be just to play off his character from the multiverse from Spider-Man Spider-Verse. That would be so flipping amazing just to see him, dressed like Spider-Man in the whole Noir outfit, and
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I'm just
Oh my
waiting for a
God.
Challengers of the Unknown movie. I
If
looked them up. They seem
anything-
way more interesting.
If anything, I'd say like they could do like a Darth Vader thing and have somebody else act as him, like in the suit, and have him
Well,
do
that's
the
what he was
voice.
saying. Yeah, they could just do like a mask over his face
yeah.
or something. Like they could even go Rorschach on him. If they
Oh
wanted.
yeah.
oh yeah, oh yeah.
Does David
absolutely.
Prowse have a son? Just make him do stuff because he's tall and he has to. I got David Prowse on the brain because I was watching a documentary about Hammer horror.
He was really fun in
weekend.
Clockwork Orange.
Oh yeah. He was having a
Speaking
grand
of
old
which,
time.
My work is so fucking awesome. They just sent me, since it's my birthday month, they sent me a birthday cake from a place called the Milk Bar.
Oh,
And there, please, you enjoy good wine. Have
When
another
I
glass.
saw the box from the Milk Bar, I was like, "What is this gonna be?" Whoa.
Bum, 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 bum,
Go
bum, 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 bum.
We might have to go out and commit some crime.
so
That's right.
what
I
was
mustn't be sick when I hear lovely, lovely vine. Sorry, what, Donnie?
what was this movie about, Adrian?
Well, this movie was about $10 million that turned into $52 million, and that's all it was about. This was that Detective Comics people being like, "Hey guys, look, it's not uptight. It's for 6-year-olds and it's fun. We've got the 6-year-olds version of jokes. Oh, look, the Teen Titans with Robin, and the other superheroes get movies, but Robin doesn't get one. He really wants one, you guys. And all the superheroes play themselves in their movies, and they're all really shallow and self-centered.
Yeah.
And then they go through time to
Yes.
kill the superheroes or something.
Yes,
I don't get the disconnect, like where you like. I thought you liked the show.
Oh, I do. But there's a
So
reason.
then,
Oh,
I only saw some of the
like the
Teen Titans
show.
without the Go on it. I didn't see any of the Teen Titans Go show, so I don't know how this compares to that.
Before I get
well, the show is more like aimed toward teens and
Well, that's
I guess
yeah.
young adult.
Before I get that, I would like our guest take on that because I'm curious if they liked it or not.
well, you
You won't
can't
be judged.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Because I was about to ask.
Donnie and Adrian will be judged. Not you.
I actually enjoyed it. I thought it was funny because there was
Yeah.
and I'll tell you why. DC, and I hate bringing out the nerd part of me, but DC can actually get it right with their animated movies and their animated series.
Yes.
But movies they can't for some reason they can't. But like with Titans, they could get it right. So
It's weird, right? Because
Yes.
even their Superman movies, their Batman movies, they're very good. But there was parts I didn't care for in The Killing Joke. It was still good, and the Red Hood that was still awesome.
yeah.
Oh man, Jensen
But they just-
Ankles did such a great
God,
job
yeah.
as Red. Oh man,
Absolutely.
he's actually going to be in The Boys. I'm going to geek out that he's going to be in The Boys season
Yes,
3.
he is. Yes, I can't wait.
Yes,
But
I'm
I
a
say
fan.
that-
They actually should bring him into the DC or MCU. He actually was. He auditioned for a part in MCU.
I'm still waiting on an EC cinematic universe.
Oh, one day.
Yeah.
But it's
Vault of Horror.
As far as Teen Titans go, I really enjoyed that movie because the fact that it makes fun because the sidekicks never really have a good movie
Oh, yeah.
at all. And especially Robin. I mean, come on, Chris
he never
O'Donnell.
will.
Are you kidding me?
Yes.
I mean, that's the closest we're ever going to get in Burt
That
Ward.
man
but,
should
you
not
know.
have happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I
and-
mean,
They
it
should
was
have made
funny.
one in
Silverstone.
1966 with Burt Ward.
Oh my gosh! Don't even get me on Infinite Crisis. Oh my, that was the worst piece of 5-hour crap I ever saw.
You watched it?
I was excited because they were bringing all the other TV shows. They actually brought back like
Yeah.
1989. Batman, whatever that guy who was in Hollywood Nights.
They brought in what was it, Kevin Conroy as Batman for that instead of Keaton.
And that was a big
but
that was crap.
Keeping Keaton for the Flash movie.
Flashpoint. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. They should.
Michael
Nick Cage should
Keaton
be in there
deserves
somewhere.
better than what he's been
He
dealt.
should.
Yeah.
And
But yeah,
I do
that's,
love the animated movies, but that one on the Justice League Dark, I don't know. It just did
I
not.
don't know. Everything
It
I've ever
didn't go
seen,
off.
it's like, how come y'all's shoulders are so broad? Why are your heads so small? Why am I looking at this?
Anything they do is far and away better, superior, and near Shakespearean compared to what happened with Batwoman. So, yeah, but the problem.
Are you talking about the show?
Yes, the show, absolutely.
I haven't seen
I couldn't
it
get
yet.
into it because I hate the fact way CW they kind of write off, or not kind of write. They kind of write it off. Like Superman and Lois went to planet Krypton that was floating in the air, and they're going to have a baby. What? Well, Batman's haven't been seen, and it's just I hate the way they write things like that.
It's not even spoiling anything because the way things happen, especially with CW shows, is they just throw out a line that you're like, oh my god, this is such a revelation, and then they just don't care. It never comes up again. But in this universe, Batwoman
We're done.
accidentally kills someone, and she's like, oh my gosh, I can't get over this. I killed somebody. And Lucius Fox's son, who's helping her, tells her, well, you know who else killed someone and couldn't get over it? Batman. He killed the Joker. It's like, oh, okay, well, cool. Everything's totes better now. All right, let's go out to the club.
Oh, okay.
Literally
It's
just
all
happens,
too
and it's let go,
beautiful.
and you're just left with like, wait, no,
What?
Batman, no, he doesn't do this.
Batman's. I mean, only if it's only the Flashpoint where then he be. That's the only time.
Or isn't the
It's the
Batman like damned about that?
I think it's Batman Year One, not Year One. It's
my
the
God.
Dark Knight series where it's old man Batman. Yeah.
Yep.
Which I still
Right.
would have loved.
What, the one where he's
seeing,
Gene
'cause,
Hackman?
Yeah, they were going to have Gene Hackman play Batman. But
Shit.
no, I think the problem with DC, especially with their movies, is they just didn't take the time that Marvel did because they didn't want to invest 9 years to build that up. And even then,
No, it
they
takes
still
9 years to
meddle
get a
so
sequel.
much.
Well,
Yeah.
it is a gamble, and sometimes those don't pay
It
off.
just seems like with everything that comes out of these films, they just meddle so much. They keep trying to change it to what people want.
Thank
that
you.
you end up with something like Batman v Superman, and you're like, wow, this would be much better if it wasn't so oversaturated and the story made sense.
But I like that Teen Titans Go makes fun of that.
Oh yeah,
It's like,
absolutely.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like the show, like you were
all easy
saying.
jokes.
I like the show. The show is funny, but this suffers for, to me
Very
at least,
self-aware.
the same thing that happens with like the Powerpuff Girls movie. It's like Powerpuff Girls has some adult humor mixed in with it that most parents will pick up on, other kids won't. And it's just one of those, what the hell am I watching type things that you laugh at. But when it exceeds a time period, it's like you start realizing, oh my god, I'm watching a Teen Titans movie and this joke is not ending.
It only fit in the 20-minute time
Yeah,
slot.
and it's like then they have to change
So this is like 4 horrible episodes.
Yeah, it's like they have to change the formula a bit. And it's like I was talking with Adrian about last night. Watching the movie reminded me of something that some of these movies haven't gotten over yet, that Groucho Marx brought up religiously back in the day, is that you can have a comedy movie without it having to have a romance plot forced into it and musical numbers. It's like people will sit for a whole comedy, but people didn't believe them in that time. So they had to put those things, I had to force them in the movie.
They had Zeppo singing.
Yes. So it's like you had forced relationships in there that nobody cared about. You had forced musicals that really were like, and everyone's there for
there
the
were
comedy.
relationships?
Yes, the love story.
There were relationships.
Yeah. So it's kind of like in this movie, it's the same way. There's no relationships in this. It's just kind of the same thing that happens where I'm assuming Adrian's on the same train with this, why he doesn't like animated movies, where it's the whole cliche of I need this because it's going to be awesome. We're all going to benefit, but really it's me, and I say we, but when I say we, I mean me. So then everyone gets sad and mad at each other, and they bring it
Somebody
back
needs to
together.
learn a valuable lesson.
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah,
think
that's
that was the
kind of-
joke of it. I think that's what they were doing. They were making a huge joke out of it. Like I like the fact that the '80s references. Like
Yeah,
I
that's what they did,
Which
I love
easy
that.
pop '80s references, man. Like,
Yeah.
no, you got to go deeper for me. I'm sorry, it's too surface.
It's like, it's good, but it's also just kind of like the Aqua Teen Hunger Force. It's like you can laugh at something that happens in the moment. You're like, oh my god, that's so funny, or yeah, I get that reference. But to have the whole movie built on that, I just expected a bit more, especially given how the show is, but it just felt like this was different than the show was. And that's why for me, I just didn't enjoy it, because it just felt more like it's in line with a kids movie, which there are some really bad kids movies, and then there's some good ones and tolerable ones. This one just, it didn't hit the same marks for me the show did, because the show has very much the same humor. It just wasn't really as good. Like a lot of jokes they could have made, they didn't. I did get the references they were making. I did get what they're making fun of and poking at. But at the same time, it's kind of cringy because you're also poking at this, yes, on the overall superhero films, but it's DC, and DC is just sad.
Well, they also had the cameo from Stanley.
That was funny.
Oh,
And
Yeah, I
well,
love
don't
that.
forget, and the best cameo was the one from Michael Bolton singing the upbeat
Oh my
song.
god, yes, he's the upbeat tiger.
That's funny.
Michael
yes,
Bolton,
who they run
everybody.
over and then leave dead on the road.
And then I had a nightmare about
Yes.
running people over. So this movie's not appropriate for your children audience. I got nightmares from it. And what am I but a child?
What?
I have a question about that, an inappropriate question.
Oh, where to be?
Is it toad probes?
So, I have in my notes, the upbeat tiger's voice made me a little tingly in my pants, and it's Michael Bolton singing it. Does this mean I'm old?
You know, he's aged some. At first, I thought it was Michael McDonald.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, you telling me the
You know, if not
things you're
for
gonna
Lonely
do
Island
for
Boys
me.
and having him sing the Captain Jack Sparrow song, I wouldn't have remembered that was Michael Bolton.
Oh. Tough guys don't look at
But
explosions.
I love when they do a hit and run on the upbeat tiger, and they say, "His dad's a cop, run!" I
Oh,
fucking
Lord.
love that.
Yeah, but we don't know he's dead.
I
It's a
love
cop
that.
out.
That's just, it's like there were moments where it's like I could chuckle at it, but it's not like, again, it's not like the Aqua Teen
Those
movie, where you're just
moments
laughing
aren't
your
gonna.
balls off. but-
Yeah, they're not gonna distract from the fact that the characters are awful. I hate each and every one of them.
yeah.
I'm
but
sorry.
you are a hater.
So you got Magic Pink Space Lady, who again in comics originated as TNA. That's what she was.
Yeah, I mean,
Through several
I've always had an
generations,
issue
shamelessly
with her.
TNA.
I've always had an issue with her comic character
they
because
got
of
her
that.
uber cute thing going on in this too, and then
That's how she
you
was,
got
though.
goth
Yeah,
chick
that's-
who talks like a stiff toothed comb being plucked.
Yeah. That's
And-
her
and-
character.
Then
Yeah, that's
then
her
Beast
character.
Boy and Cyborg, you know, they're males, so they're goofy,
yeah.
and
You just don't get
then
it.
Robin with his stock shit, and everybody has a big giant head, and I'd rather have watched the SpongeBob movie, and I hate it.
I can't get into SpongeBob. I didn't understand why people really into SpongeBob. I tried and I just couldn't get it. But
It was kind of like Rocco's Modern Life for this century.
wow.
I always
love
thought it was
those.
weird that they had crabs and bikini bottoms and sandy cheeks.
Right?
And don't
Somebody
forget
gets
Sandy
it.
the Squirrel.
Oh my lord.
Well, my only beef with the movie really is that it's more geared toward kids than the show
Yeah.
is.
Small
Yeah.
kids.
Well,
It worked. It got
but-
bums on seats, which again was all they cared about.
Yeah.
but I love the movie. I was entertained by it, and as a fan of the show, it didn't disappoint. And I love that they got a dead man in there. That makes me happy. And they poked a lot of fun at themselves and DC.
They couldn't
And-
even call Deathstroke Deathstroke. They just called him Slade.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering about that.
Deathstroke's his secret identity. Like, oh, it's for kids. You can't say death. It's
I
like,
don't know
fuck
why.
you. Pretend to
Well,
be
they
edgy.
kept saying Deadpool.
Yeah, they
kept
said
saying
Deadpool,
it,
so-
which is
Yeah.
funny. Yeah.
Which that was funny that they were making because Marvel took.
Yes.
Yeah, that was funny. That was a stab at Marvel. So that was good on that one. The only issue I had with the movie is how it ended. Like they couldn't wrap it up. It's like they had all this
Yeah.
and they couldn't wrap it up.
No, we're too hip and funny to have a message. Bye. Roll the credits. Ha ha,
Yeah,
Robin.
that's the kind of thing. It's like they kind of did go wacky with it, and they could have ended it a lot better, like wrapped everything up nicely. But yeah, they kind of had to throw that out there, and then the whole Robin jumping at the screen, like, ask your parents where babies come from. It's like, that maybe okay?
I love that.
It was never absurd enough for that to have mattered for me because it was just too much of the fact, like, this is a property. We're pushing these fuck awful characters as part of this massive fuck awful cinematic universe. Fuck mainstream comic books.
You say that, and the only thing of this I
Fuck
would
you, Adrian.
absolutely like drop trow and crap on is the Titans live action show they made, because that's just
Oh,
I can't even keep up with all this shit. There's so much of it.
You have to get through. Like it starts off slow, but it's actually not
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
Now,
I
Doom
can't
Patrol's
do the
better.
bingeable thing. I'm old fashioned with TV. If the pilot doesn't blow my ass off, I don't watch it.
Wow.
It's like you had one chance to garner my attention.
I don't like it as much as Doom Patrol, but I
Yeah.
fucking love Doom Patrol.
Oh, Doom
but,
Patrol was awesome. I'm
Oh my
recommending
god, it's so good.
How would that? Unit Patrol.
you ought to check out the Harley Quinn series. That's actually decent.
I
It is
fucking love
hilarious.
it so much. I love it so much. It's my favorite.
I just
and
found
they're
out
coming back for season 2 or season 3.
I just found
Yeah.
out Kelly Kuko, whatever her name is, from Big Bang Theory, she's playing Harley Quinn. And it was so weird
Yeah.
hearing her say fuck. It was just like, who? What? Wait a
Right?
minute. That's not CBS language. What is this? Where's Leonard? Leonard, you better get... Look, she's over here cussing.
Yeah, it's refreshing. I fucking love that show so much, and it's got Ron Funches, and I love Ron Funches.
Oh, I saw him live once. He's wonderful.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, I saw him in Tacoma. Aki took me one time. It was great.
Oh, damn.
But for the Teen Titans Go Straight to Hell, on to brass tacks for it. This movie happened on July 26th, 2018. And it cost the $10 million and made the $52 million. And it opened at number 3 behind Mission Impossible Fallout and the second Mamma Mia movie.
Oh God.
In the United Arab Emirates, it didn't fare quite as well. It opened at number 5 because people were watching the third Hotel Transylvania instead.
Oh,
I forgot
jeez.
they made a third one.
Fuck.
Oh, they're doing a fourth one.
Oh my wow.
Oh my god. What the hell?
Go Adam.
Series don't fail
Hey,
anymore.
Adam
I hate
Sandler
this
needs some
era.
real money. You know, he's got that Netflix money, so he needs actually real money now.
Right?
Oh, he's doing that Halloween
Well,
movie
he did
now
say
where
if
he
he
does
didn't
a
win an
voice
Oscar
again.
for Uncut Gems, he was going to go back to making terrible comedies. So he's a man
He's
of
gonna
his
just
word.
go back to doing what he's been doing for the last 18 years.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh no, Adam
it's like-
Sandler, right back to it.
No shampoo is biatcha. I go and first make the hair clean. No conditioners biatcha.
Shut up,
Dunkin'
swine.
Donuts and Popeye's chicken will give me an Oscar.
Oh.
Bed Bath and Beyond loves me.
Well, he did do an exceptional job in Uncut Gems, but
That he
Yeah,
did.
he
I
was an
don't-
That he
absolute
did.
asshole.
I didn't
I'm just
actually enjoy
it just
the
begs the
movie.
question. It's like if he could do that, why didn't he do that for the last 18 years instead of making stuff like Click and Bedtime Stories and Pixels?
Well, he was in Reign Over Me, and he was in
Right, 18 years ago.
Spanglish was
Yeah,
really
he was,
good.
So was
yeah,
Punch Drunk
Spanglish, and
Love,
he was.
but-
Yes,
Yeah,
I was
Punch
just
Drunk
gonna
Love.
say,
He did
that
Punch
was
Drunk.
fucking
What? Right.
amazing.
What I'm saying is,
That movie
is
was
that if,
horrible.
look, if he hadn't made those, like, oh my God, I'll let you have your opinion. It belongs to you. But no, Punch Drunk Love and Reign Over Me, where Adam Sandler showing that he could have been an actor doing good movies for people
Yeah.
like Paul Thomas Anderson, and then he immediately went back to his more bankable garbage.
Yeah.
And so we all would have been better off if he'd been hit by a bus.
Jeez.
So how do you really feel? That's the question.
No, I'm
Yeah,
sorry. Like
really,
people
don't hold
outlive
back, Adrian.
people as entertainers will outlive their usefulness. Where they don't have anything more to give you, but they still want to be an entertainer and make a lot of money.
That's true.
And so they keep working, even though they don't have anything to give you anymore.
Do you think it's bad? Like when I saw Sonic the movie, I kind of cringe at watching Jim Carrey be Jim Carrey again because it's so weird seeing him being Jim Carrey after all the whatever he wants to put out. But it was like so weird.
Yeah.
Pants, but yeah.
It is kind of odd that he's still around in any sense.
Yeah.
It's like, buddy, you don't have to do it anymore. Like,
No, he's gonna Rod Steiger it like right up to his death. He'll be doing it. Putting out OTT performances and just anything.
Well, at least
anybody.
Now what's going to happen is all these
too highbrow for this shit now. So
That's why we couldn't get a Ghostbusters 3, by the way, with Harold Ramis.
are now.
Without Harold
If
Ramis.
we had God. I'm it might have been freaking oh God, it might have been Nothing But Trouble Part 2.
oh jeez.
Because Dan Aykroyd brings his own special kind of charm.
Don't even get me started on Bill Murray because he said they want to do a cameo in Zombieland, but he can't do a Ghostbusters 3. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, like what the?
It took what happened with the female Ghostbusters, the 2016 remake, for him to say, okay, fuck it, let's do this. Because him, Dan Aykroyd, they both got really pissed off with that movie.
But they were in it.
I know. Well, that's just they were going to be given a good send-off to that. They didn't know that they were going to kill Bill Murray and then have one of the actresses say, well, I guess he wasn't cut out to be a Ghostbuster. It's like that pissed off Bill Murray. So, yeah, he just...
I didn't actually watch that because I didn't want to see 2 hours of improv.
They put it in it's in the theatrical, and then in the extended, you actually get to see Dan Aykroyd, an extended cameo, where he tells her, I ain't afraid no ghost. And then she's like, that makes no sense. That means you are afraid. And like mocks him for it. And it's like apparently that also was a bad thing. But that whole movie was just really
it was good, but the one who stole that movie was Kate McKinnon.
Yes.
That's
definitely.
the thing. It's like I like the cast, but improv does not a movie make.
You need to write your movie. You can't just it doesn't movies don't just happen. We know this. Norman Mailer proved that movies don't
Sherlock
just happen.
Holmes. And nobody wants a
enjoyed
Sherlock
the movie.
Holmes.
But like I enjoyed the movie. The only problem was that for me was that I was kind of pissed off that they gave what was it? What's her name? Leslie Jones. They gave her like the stereotypical sassy black woman character, and
which she defended.
Yeah, but they didn't though. It's like she had the same purpose that the other guy had. I can't remember his name offhand. I know Adrian. Winston. That is like he was the everyman. Because if you watch,
Hudson, right?
In the
it was kind of like they were remaking it, but it was like a redo.
It was a redo, even though they said it was supposed to be in a Ghostbusters universe and share the universe. It wasn't. It was all completely a redo.
And they shouldn't have just called it Ghostbusters.
Leslie Jones was like the every person. She played the exact same role that he did. They're sassy because they've seen a lot of stuff.
That's Ernie Hudson, by the way.
They just don't care. It's like
we should not dismiss Ernie Hudson.
But the other actresses, it's just the way they did it and the way they pushed it out, it felt like they should have developed things more, actually done something more with the characters to give it some kind of gravity. But instead, they just, like Adrian said, they didn't write it, and they should have, because then it could have.
And it was from Sony,
better.
so
and instead,
I enjoyed it.
And instead, now we have a Ghostbusters movie that came out, and in the trailer is just giving a big FU to them by saying there haven't been ghost sightings in 30 years.
Well, to quote Jason Lee, the difference between a reboot and a remake, a reboot is where they have the same characters, same foundation, but a different story. A remake is where they screw up both stories and you hate them both at the end of it.
Yeah.
I think reboots are just excuses.
Yeah.
It's just
Hollywood's running out of ideas. That's the whole thing. They're running out of ideas, and all these celebrities now are making podcasts and making this money, and indie podcasts such as ourselves are just getting pushed to the side like we don't matter.
I mean, yeah, and honestly, I mean,
I definitely agree with that.
The way it goes, even with Cage and his movies, and the fact that they're possibly, like you said, we're doing the spider stuff, and we could see him in that. That'd be awesome if we did see him in that. people might accept it, but even still, it's like knowing that whatever they do with Spider-Man, they're going to, in like 5 years, remake another Spider-Man. Because we had that after the Sam Raimi, and it's kind of like between that and Batman and Superman, it's like, for the love of God, stop telling us their origin. We've had it so many times in the past 10 years.
I'm with you on that. No,
That's
more
what I actually
origin
liked about this
stories.
Spider-Man. They didn't go through that whole Uncle Ben getting shot and all that.
Absolutely. They actually furthered it. And it's kind of like with Dune. It's like, that has been done and done. And Sci-Fi Channel did a miniseries on it. It's like, please, move on. There's other books.
But Donnie, a beginning.
Go to the
is
second
difficult
Dune.
time.
I'm pretty sure there's a lot more Dunes out there. You go to the second one or a third Dune. You don't have to stay on this one.
Yeah, it's like the Wheel of Time. It just kept going and going. But I mean, honestly, if you want to talk about bad sequels, we could get
Ghost Rider.
Whole. Oh my God. That was just.
I'm a huge Nick Cage fan. When I say I'm a huge Nick Cage fan, my son's middle name is Nicholas, named after Nicolas Cage. I was going to name him Nicolas Cage, but my wife put her foot down and said no. So she gave me Nicholas. So. I'm a huge Nick Cage. I'm a Ghost Rider. Loved it. And a lot of folks sit there. I hate when people talk about the movie. Well, it was horrible CGI. Well, first of all, look at the time period. Second, you're turning a man's skull on fire. Just like you're turning, like, look what they did with Hulk with Eric Bana.
My problem wasn't was not limited to the CGI.
Let us never, ever forget CGI poodles in the Incredible Hulk movie.
Thank you.
You're talking about the Ingwe version?
Yes. It looks... Hulk looked like he was sick. Like he ate something, like he had food poisoning.
But I mean,
with the Hulk, you couldn't tell the difference between the ad for the movie and the ad for the game.
And Nick Nolte looked like he was cracked out, so I don't know.
Absolutely. Well, that's Nick Nolte.
Forget about the how and the why.
But, I mean,
Nick Nolte, who acted with Ernie Hudson in Weeds.
To just close off the whole remake and sequels thing, it's like, that's when you start getting into the new Star Wars trilogy territory. They actually could have done something. They set that up, and then they just shat the bed throughout the other two movies by deciding, instead of running with what they chose to do in the sequel, to just completely retcon it as fast as they could and then end it. And I feel bad because those actors, the actresses, they all could have had really good characters, but they just weren't cared for. It was more about pumping it out to make money. And it just ended up sacrificing story and possible character arcs that would have really mattered and expanded those characters. And I kind of felt like in Teen Titans, you don't need that. You don't need to go there for this type of thing. You just have to go there for a fun story where you can just relax, laugh a couple times, and then you'll have fun with it. But if you're looking for a dark story or you're looking for character progression, they're not going to really do it. I mean, some movies do that. Because I know Linda's going to be a bastard because we were born from the same mother, but she's gonna mention that I was a brony. And I love My Little Pony because
I was just about to say I would rather have watched Friendship is Magic than have watched this movie.
Friendship was.
I was literally just about to say that.
But it's like my ex was like,
and I'm not a brony and never was.
The whole point is with these My Little Pony, I don't get why it's so like people are so into it and grabbing onto it. So I'm like, all right, well, screw it. Let's watch the first season. So we did. I'm like, okay, there's a lot of like hidden humor and there's little characters hidden throughout the episodes. This is kind of hilarious. And just little tiny moments that really kind of stuck and were actually kind of hilarious. And it's all because the same person that made this also made the Powerpuff Girls too, which had the exact same kind of silly humor in it.
Was anybody involved in Unikitty involved in that?
No, there was no Unikitty in this.
Oh, because the producer of Unikitty directed the Teen Titans movie we watched.
Oh dear Lord!
Yeah, Erin Hovarth.
Tara Strong is like, her voice is everywhere and in everything. She's even voicing a character, actually two characters, I think, in the Star Wars: The Old Republic game I play, the MMO. And she also forever and ever was known for Harley Quinn. But I mean, the brony stuff.
Yeah, she may be the most active. She
was Timmy Turner.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, she's just
and she was in Drawn
person.
Together, right?
No.
I thought she was.
No, she didn't play. She didn't play Princess Clara. They sound close to each other, but no. But
No, she was in the movie. There was a movie.
Yeah, there was a
drawn
movie.
together movie. Princess.
There was a
Drawn
movie.
Together
And she's Toot Bronstein.
Aaron Hovard storyboarded the Drawn
God,
Together
yeah.
movie. Yeah.
But that's.
Oh no,
another-
she was Toot Bronstein and
okay.
Princess Clara.
And Princess Clara.
Yeah,
Your
I thought she was
Princess
just
Clara.
Toot.
Wow, why did I get
But-
that confused? But no, it's like if you separate the bronies from the My Little Ponies, everything becomes so much more magical and fun. Because if not, you have people making things out of pony toys that no human being, no matter your age, should ever make and be close to. Thankfully,
I just feel like that's a challenge.
No. Nay, says I.
God damn it.
See, now you just put it out there.
Nay,
To see
Linda, nay.
what magic Adrian creates.
I'll be honest, I want a Funko Pop of myself. I do.
Yeah, I would love that. That'd be cool.
I just got my Doctor Who Funkos in with the TARDIS today. I was so excited.
What you got?
Doctor Who.
Uh-oh.
I got the 10th, 11th, and 12th
Lost
Doctor.
the audio. Let me see.
Sorry about that, everyone. You see, it all started when I was doing this time travel experiment, and it kind of went a little caca. In a blink of a cosmic clock, I went from a quantum scientist to a podcaster, which was fun until I leapt into Cage's kiss. Fortunately, I had help, an observer from the producer staff named Al. Unfortunately, Al is a simian, so he cannot do much to lend a hand. All you can do is moral support and alcohol. So here I am, bouncing around from time to time, putting things right that once went wrong, sort of like a traveling Lone Ranger, with Al as my Tonto. And I don't even need a mask. Well, y'all, let's hope this next leap is the leap home. Oh boy. Our transmission was interrupted by
That's
Skynet.
it, yeah. We were calling
That works
occupants
for
of
me.
interplanetary.
John Connor, get down, John Connor.
Oh man,
yes,
I
I'm
rewatched
sorry.
the Schwarzenegger Raw Deal earlier this weekend. That thing's always worth it.
No, Commando's kind of funner, but that's just
I'm not saying it's I'm not dissing Commando.
yeah.
I like Mark Alvester for what he's able to do. You know, I like Class of 1984.
You won't find a better example of one man taking on and killing literally a small nation of guards.
That awesome, Steve.
You know, if you
Bennett.
think about it, Taken is like a remake of that
More
movie.
I always
You're
thought of
right.
Taken as just the crappy PG-13 version of Man on Fire, because you get Denzel Washington cutting up guys and killing them on camera, and it's freaking sweet. And then you get Liam Neeson kind of made for TV killing them. I was like, Liam Neeson, you can kill people better than that.
What are you doing, Liam?
What are
So-
you even doing?
Speaking of what are they even doing, so these Teen Titans, right? So these are the kind of guys who will wreck a toilet, and they'll wreck a toilet one after the other, the same toilet. There's no fan. It's the seat's still warm, and none of them flush. Not one of them thinks to even try to flush.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing that headquarters of theirs blew up. I'm just saying, because if that's the kind of people they are, my God.
They probably have the automatic flushers.
They're just spoiled. They got all those. They got all those 1% first world problems.
Because Adrian was right.
Have you
It's
seen
one
their
after-
headquarters?
Linda, it was one after the other, and they're just like,
Apparently
I
they
took
don't
a
even look before they
massive
sit down.
dump.
Yeah, all of them. It's like you might want to give that a minute. And like,
Yeah, it's like I guess, or maybe they're just used to it because maybe being in that large tower, the bathroom is located at like the left side of the T, so it just drops down into the water below. Like it's kind
Oh,
of like the
okay.
train bathrooms
Which that's
where there's
weird, though.
nothing
You think
below.
they have more
you
bathrooms
get
than
that ocean breeze on your butthole. That's great. You know.
Just like Linda's bidet. It's the same effect.
Hey,
So Linda
dude,
also
don't
sings
knock
the
it till
"We
you
Pooped in the
try it.
Toilet" song.
Yes.
The
I
bidet
have
is
tried
fucking
it,
awesome.
And it is horrifying.
It is fucking. It will change your life. It's
Donnie
got that
officially
awesome-
tried it, and he's still knocking it. So I think
Linda,
that's proof.
yeah,
Linda.
it's horrifying.
It's
And
It's
you're
the
horrifying.
awesome.
Well, you know, down here in the South, though, we don't have these bidets, but we used to go out in the yard and get that garden hose going. That's
You do
what
it
we
the
used to do
Alabama
right there.
fashion right there. You know, just get it into the trench back there. Hope it don't rain. Oh.
Sometimes we just grab a stray cat and there we go. Right
They don't mind so much after a while.
Just get the Sears Roebuck
there.
catalog.
You ever saw shit? You ever saw? You ever heard? That's why shit doesn't stick to a cat. They have. I saw a documentary where this Bears was using Charmin and it never sticks. That's
I
why.
think I too caught the tail end of that documentary. It was fascinating.
Yeah, I know. After I saw it, I felt like I was behind. I don't know what was going on.
I like that dance that they do.
Oh my!
Uh,
I felt kind of asinine.
Speaking of dancing and asinine, aside Robin bouncing his ass in his own face in 3D, the one time
he's just a narcissist. Yeah.
the one time I actually started chuckling.
Well, that's supposed to be his character.
Yeah, I started chuckling when they go back in time, and how they decide to sway Superman is to start introducing dubstep. It's just
That
I
was
was
funny.
expecting a song.
really
I'm like,
like
oh
that.
god, this is gonna be horrible. And it's like, wait, why are they doing dubstep? Why is this happening? I'm like, okay, that's actually pretty good.
The Ninja Turtles one was shorter and more merciful.
You know,
They just turn him around.
oh god. I thought you meant like just put the turtle on their back and he'll never get up and die.
Oh no! Well, they didn't do that, but
Oh.
I don't know. That might have been better.
We'll never.
Yeah, no,
forget.
actually,
That's the impression that I got.
Yeah,
I
you got,
was like, where are you going with that?
Cyborg there, and he's in the dark room, and the only light's coming through the ceiling fan. And the guy's interviewing them there, and he says, "So you're in the desert, and you see a tortoise." It's like, "What's a tortoise? You know what a turtle is? Same thing." So you turn the tortoise upside down. He can't move. He can't get up, and you just stand there.
It's like tears in the rain.
Wake up! Time to die.
Speaking of
Yeah.
Cyborg, it's the awesome, talented Carrie Payton who does the voice, and
What do I know Carrie from?
you would know. Well, you would not know him because you don't
Okay.
watch the TVs.
You said awesome and talented.
Well, he played the original. He actually in the Teen Titans in the early 2000s. He was the voice of Cyborg.
Yeah.
To me, that's the same old
And,
thing. But
Adrian.
So it was a stretch to go from one thing to the next.
like, I'm aware these are technically two different series, but I'm like, oh yeah, there's some Teen Titans, and then later on you got some Teen Titans there.
Hey, look, would you want to be Cyborg in Teen Titans? But this is not like this is Go. Like they're more energetic. So
No, it is all like I'm
We're adding
looking to
that
expand
go.
my repertoire, so I'm
It's
looking to
not like
stretch
the
as an
anime
actor.
Teen Titans you get at the end of the movie.
but you're getting Go. Talk about Teen Titans. They actually the Halloween special came out and Beetlejuice is in it.
Lord.
And I do believe it's the same voice from the Beetlejuice from the cartoon. FYI,
shit.
And it was actually a really good. I want it. I found it on YouTube, and I was watching it, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, that's flipping hilarious!" Because they brought. If you like Beetlejuice, you got to check that out. That's why, I'm a fan of Teen Titans because they do that. You have to check
me and
that
Linda
out.
used to
I
watch
haven't
as we were
checked that.
kids, and we had Bobby's World going on at the same time.
Yes.
Oh yeah, do.
Oh my gosh!
What about
Bobby's
Eek
World.
the Cat? Kumbaya! Eek.
Oh fuck yeah!
Heathcliff?
I don't know why. And Angry Beavers. Oh. Fucking
I thought that was Golden Girls.
Exactly. Thank you.
Linda's a #1 Golden Girls fan.
I am.
Yeah,
I've
speaking-
even got the podcast to
What-
prove it.
Speaking of Angry Beaver,
Well,
Yeah.
Sex and the City is just a prequel to Golden Girls.
Wait. Donnie, were you doing one of them
We did
segues?
talk
I
little bit
was
about
doing
that.
those segues because we're going to talk
Linda-
about some Angry Beavers, which means Linda's segment.
Linda,
Well,
what's your
I was
segment
gonna
called?
say that if Adrian watched anything new on television, he would know that, or like anything not from the 70s and 80s, he would know that
Not acceptable.
that he played Ezekiel in The Walking Dead.
Linda, you're
I know that
saying
show
that,
exists.
and you just promoted that you're doing a podcast about Golden Girls, a show where there's only one surviving cast member for the time being.
Hey, I didn't say that. I said he only watches TV from the 70s and 80s.
Well, I mean, I don't blame him. I don't watch a
No,
lot of TV
I'll watch-
now.
I watch TV from later, but it's not series. It's more like those TV movies with the very special cameo. Yeah.
So angry beavers, Linda.
Yeah, Linda, tell us about the Beavers, George. What's your segment called?
I want his clothes off.
Do you?
Clothes off.
Is it appropriate in this?
Well, she has something. That's the trouble. It's like you could say it's not appropriate, but she
Yeah.
does have something.
Yeah.
That's the worst part.
I do?
You're kidding
Huh?
me, right?
Tell us of when the clothes are off.
Ugh, exactly.
Well, his clothes aren't off.
Well, it's
I
not
wish
like
they
any of
were.
them are shaped like humans.
I don't have anything, do I?
You do.
do.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Unless you're lying and you didn't see this movie.
Come on, they go back in time to Krypton. Donnie was
Huh?
just talking about this
Yeah.
scene.
When he's a baby?
Baby Kal-El has his diaper off and is whipping
Wait.
it around, and his full-on butt is shaking on the screen.
So hold on.
I
And
don't
it's
Hold on,
exposed
Linda.
this time.
So nudity only
I'm sorry, I
exists
don't
for you
count
once there's
bebes.
a past. Oh Jesus, F you and the A. Oh, you pretentious.
Wait, Donnie,
witch.
we paid closer attention to this than Linda did.
It's like we weren't
I
even
mean,
paying attention and we saw it, but now you gotta be a posh, pretentious little witch about it.
Fuck you, I saw it.
Yes, in my world, but fuck you.
Fuck you! I saw it in the theater, but I also rewatched it while I was working today, so
you've seen
no,
it
I guess I didn't pay it close
Lord.
enough
Well, we
attention.
were all
but
doing
also
things
it's a
while we
fucking
watched it
baby.
too.
Why did we have
Like,
to
I'm
pay
not gonna be-
attention
It's
to
still
this?
nudity.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna talk.
We
I'm
counted
not gonna,
the demon in Season of the Witch. Anything's up for
true.
grabs.
That's true.
Yeah, that's fair.
You can't
All
draw
right.
a line in the sand this time. You knew what
That's
this
fair.
was when
I'm
you
just
signed
saying
up for
that,
it.
like,
And Robin takes his shirt off.
Yeah, well, yeah, but that doesn't
For
count
mental
'cause he doesn't have
manipulation.
boobies.
Oh my god, Linda.
What?
This is sexism, and I'm not going to stand for it.
No, I think this is 87 movies of Nick Cage coming to a close on all of us.
Oh.
Okay, so you see the baby's ass. Like,
Oh my, why would you talk about that, Linda? This isn't Cuties, this isn't Netflix. What is wrong with you?
That was meant to be ironic.
Ah, God damn it.
was
Animation should
silly.
not
It
have
was
focal
cute.
shifts.
I mean, it's not as bad as like the dancing gnome with like the Borat thong in it. I mean, that was just, oh god.
Did it ever
Or
feel
the minions.
cheap?
The
oh
minions
my
with the
God,
thong.
the minions.
It feels cheap and disingenuous to me when something will parody something that was already a comedy. Like, if you're going to parody
Yeah,
something,
well-
doesn't that thing needs must be serious?
That's why I can't remember who it was that said, it was George Lucas that actually said it, surprisingly, is that he said you can't treat children like they're dumb. Because when you do that, they pick up on it. And it's like you have to have something for them that's positive, but you also, as far as humor goes, it's juvenile to just keep going with, look, there's a butt, look, there's a fart, and just run with it. It's like you actually can give them something better and they'll appreciate
Yeah.
you for it. But if you just keep running the same joke, it's like it might get a kid the first time, but then after it's just it teeters off.
That's one thing I didn't like about this is the movie was that I don't like kids movies unless there's something in there for the adults to enjoy, and something that's like the tongue-in-cheek humor.
Yeah.
But I didn't like all the poop and fart jokes. It's just like, come
Like
on.
the balloon villain in the beginning, which we've all failed to
Yeah.
mention so far.
It's not a fart. It's air
That was
escaping
funny.
from my butt, which is a fart.
That was
was. That
funny.
was-
That
It
was
was
funny.
funny until it became Family Guy, where it just kept going.
I like that though in this use, and I did like, I'm a pop you fool.
Yeah, and then they sing their theme song, and it never ends, and it keeps going, and they play it more than once, and they all
Well,
sing
to
their
be fair,
part.
they did do an audio recording of it.
No.
I mean, honestly, if you had a theme song, you would sing it all the time.
All
I
the
would.
fucking
I'd be
time.
walking down the street singing, all the time. Here comes Talkin Shiz.
I don't do theme songs for myself. I create them for others. Oh, Linda, you came and you found me a movie, but it was a shitty movie.
We saved room for dessert.
Oh,
I like the theme song. I mean, come on, I'm a kitty now. Check out my kitty now.
Okay, that actually made me kind of go, oh, that's kind of cute, was when Starlight was actually like flying around and Balloon Guy shoots
Trying to
off
hug
laser
the
cats.
kitty,
She's trying to
the
hug
kitty
kitties,
balloons.
Yes.
Yes.
But that's because I love cats, so yeah.
I love cats too, but I can't stand her character. It undid it for me. It was like Unkitty or Unique Kitty.
But yeah, it's like
You don't like the Starfire?
no, he
Huh?
does not.
No.
You don't like the Starfire? Sorry, I was making fun of you.
The Starfire you don't like?
You name a thing in
There
here
we go.
and,
That
and
sounds
guess
like
that
her.
I didn't like
That
it.
sounds
Odds
like-
are you're accurate. Yeah.
Which is kind of funny because you're always the one who talks like Starfire. Like,
Yeah.
She's ripping me off. I was doing that shit first.
I don't.
I was wearing the bra that exposed my whole chest, like wearing pink with my green eyes. Glitter was following me around, like going to bookstores and shit and Wendy's and stuff, and I was saying that shit, and she's like, I want to take that guy's style. That guy's style's ace.
But I mean, I'm kind of in like agreement with Linda. It's like it's nice to have adult humor in there. They mostly have that for the shows. And part of
Yeah.
the main reason I think is because they figure, most of the time parents will be watching that with their kids, and it's just something to give them a chuckle now and then. But as far as going to the movies, it's like it's a one-off deal, which is sad sometimes because there are some kids movies that actually should be rewatched that could be good, but it depends how much they put into it. And even like again going back to Powerpuff Girls, like I just got into it by accident. But one of the jokes I still remember because it was
judging you?
so messed up. But again, it's like this is in a kids show. Was the girls bring over a friend of theirs? I can't remember her name, but it's like they introduced her to the professor, and he's like, he made us in a lab by accident. And then she says, "It's okay, I was an accident too." And then the professor like gives us a wide-eyed, "What the hell?" look, and just completely play it off. It's like they don't even go anywhere with a joke, but you're
That's
like, "Oh my
awesome.
god."
Well, that's why I.
You know,
like,
the funny thing-
oh, sorry. Go ahead.
The mayor actually reminds me of Mel Brooks for some
Yeah.
reason. He just because he's always surrounded by these gorgeous women, but that mayor, I don't know, he just has that Mel Brooks like the pervy. He does.
It's good to be the king.
Hey,
I stopped myself. I was going to say that. I better not. Just stop myself.
hey, Donnie.
Oh, piss boy.
I was just thinking about that the other day. and his,
Politics.
Yeah, his character. in-
Why isn't Nicolas Cage not in a Mel Brooks film? He would be great.
Yeah, why
Are you
not?
kidding me?
Lost opportunity. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jinkuya.
He was too busy doing Valley Girls. That's what
Yeah.
happened.
Oy vey.
Well,
Yes, Linda?
Well,
but yeah, I mean, that's why I loved Uncle Grandpa and and stuff like that. But then I know that like a lot
Flapjack.
of my friends like the oh god, what is it called? The one with the gems and the
Oh, Steven Universe.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. The music is awesome.
Yeah, Steven Universe. Yeah, the music is awesome, but like, and I've watched a couple of the episodes, but I just don't get I just don't get like being so into it.
Yeah.
And that's just a thing where like I mean, it's not my kind of show.
If you don't like it, Linda, you need to check your cisgender privilege.
Yeah,
That's
that
what
too.
Tumblr taught me about Steven Universe, which is why I didn't watch
Yeah,
it.
that's sadly true. It's again that's again a thing I really hate, which is fandoms ruin good things.
Yeah.
Apparently, Disney is
You're-
the most social justice thing ever, and if you hate it, you're just a hater and you're awful, and you should be burned to
not
death for being a
anymore.
racist.
Not anymore. That's a fun story
That-
to look into. And you were saying
That
something,
was
CJ?
Well, Clarence is actually a decent show that was on
Yeah.
Cartoon Network.
Cartoon.
I never saw
Yeah.
it.
And that had some adult
Yeah,
humor.
Cartoon Network is kind of going through their cleanup stage right now too, so it's changing. But even then, it's like God, they've lost and changed so many times compared to the shows they used to show, like the Toonami. A lot of the shows on that didn't survive and should have came back to some of them
Yeah.
really good. But
Dude, Cow and Chicken.
oh Lord,
Mom
Tom
had
goes to
chicken.
the mayor.
Cow. Daddy was proud. He didn't care how.
Oh,
Come on, man.
Hey, Donnie. What do those interwebs people think of this week's movie?
you know, I actually had it really easy this month or week.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, because a lot of the reviews were just 3 words and things like "this sucks," "don't bother," "waste of time."
Jeez.
Hot.
Yeah, but out of all of it, like 5 pages, I found pretty near complete sentences.
Oh my
So,
God.
Yeah. So here we go.
There's hope.
It mocks every good thing about the original Teen Titans series. It is a horrible thing to watch. It's a horrible thing to watch. Anyone who knows Cartoon Network history should spit in the face of this awful excuse for a movie and series.
Jeez.
Anyone who does not know, I get that you think that this disgraceful thing is good. But that is because you never
Wow.
saw what the original Teen Titans were like. In other words, don't watch or support this screwed up waste of time and money.
God damn.
Wait a minute. Has he not seen the series before? I mean, there was a series before this movie came out. Are
Yeah.
you kidding me?
Yeah.
I just
Like, wow. Like, are you decided? Oh, I'm gonna go to
Yes.
this movie, dude. It's been out like 5 years, and even the poster don't even look nothing like the original
Yeah.
Titans. Are you
Wasn't
kidding
the
me?
show actually canceled a good 2 years or so before the movie came out? Because I know the show had stopped after a while, and then the movie came out. Like, oh my god, that's weird timing.
I don't know. I mean, you just.
Which one you talking
No,
about?
the-
Go
yeah, the Teen
or
Titans Go movie,
Teen
yeah.
Titan, the original? Oh no, the show is still going on.
Lord.
The original Teen Titans.
That
The original Teen Titans were more of a anime
Yeah.
type style.
Oh, I saw it.
And then
I had a coworker who would
Yeah,
watch
then
it for
it, like, it
hours. And I would
vanished.
like see it over his shoulder. Yeah.
oh lord. So next would be
Yeah, you can't really compare them.
no.
I mean,
Well-
it wouldn't be really fair because they're both two different. I mean, same characters, but like just totally different and totally different audience. And
Neither one is Aqualad. Donnie, keep
he's in
going.
the live action show if you want him.
Aqualab still had the best ending to a series you could ever want.
Oh, you're talking about C Lab?
Yeah.
2020?
Yes, but the next review, as Adrian was hinting or alluding to, was mind-numbingly stupid. My son likes to watch through the credits, and at the end, one of the main characters comes on and says, "Kids, go ask your parents where babies come from." Thankfully, I've already had that discussion with my child, who instantly recognized the inappropriateness.
Daddy, that's inappropriate. I think we should go to the box office and
What I do,
demand
your
our
mother
money
and mine is
back.
Inappropriate. The last one here is it's very short, thankfully, but not as short as all the others. Not impressed with this movie at all. They showed all the best parts in the previews. I love the cartoon. But this left me thinking it was an X amount of time wasted watching it. Do not recommend.
Damn.
Yeah, they were... Yeah. That's why I said it was kind of weird but funny. A lot of the reviews were just simple, short, like, this sucks, waste of time, don't watch it, don't like it.
Deeply
don't
offended
rent it.
by.
Yeah, even they even had other countries. Like I don't know why Amazon does this, but they have a section you can click on for reviews from other countries. I'm like, okay, this could be fun. It was all the same thing. It was just, this disc doesn't work, this movie sucks, don't watch. And out of all of it, you have these three people who are like, I am going to elaborate on why it sucks. And it was just
All right.
badly done.
Here's
Yeah.
my manifesto.
Yeah, they get their whole dissertation on it. Yeah.
But it made $52 million.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although
So-
nowadays for major release movie, $52 million. It is
Well,
it's,
for
it's,
animation,
it's profit,
Yeah.
but it's not like it's like the piece of crap we watched, The Croods, that made $300 million.
Oh, and there's a sequel.
Yep.
Yeah, there is. Thanks, Frank. Thanks for
You
the
know-
reminder.
So it took $10 million to make this movie, and I just thought about it. Nick Cage, I wonder what his payroll was, because normally, like, he used to like be one of the top paid actors.
Well,
back in the
not over
day,
the
so-
last 10 years, though. Unfortunately.
That's what I was like thinking. I was like, oh man, his paycheck went.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
if he's done a lot of straight to video, straight to streaming type stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can't really
And it used
command
to
that
be
same
that-
pay.
Like he used to take the lower paying stuff so he could do the the higher paying stuff so he could do the lower budget like fun stuff and stuff that he really
That was
wanted to
actually
do.
true for a while. Yeah.
But yeah, then
And that's sad because he was an Oscar winner like that too.
Oh, yeah.
Why can't Tom Cruise go away?
I know, right?
Oh, I like Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise chooses scripts better than Cage does.
Oh, have you seen the first 5 minutes of The Mummy? And
Well,
that's
okay,
it?
no, I
That's all
haven't
you
seen
have to
that.
say.
I'm just talking about on the whole. You know, they all do stinkers. They're working in the mainstream movie industry.
Speaking of on the whole stinkers, Adrian,
You want to
thank
get
you for not going with me.
want to get into my segment?
I think it's time for that special segment.
It's time for sequel.
Return.
More. Harder.
Hispanic? Oh, harder.
Let's get ready for
What?
sequels.
What?
Well, you can have that kind of a sequel if you so choose. Who wants to go first?
Does that mean I need to call Carlo in?
Yeah.
He's not Hispanic. And
He's too.
Fight.
Oy.
Fine, I'll go. Sequel number one.
Linda.
A Ralph
What are you talking
Bakshi
about?
cartoon. A Ralph Bakshi cartoon in which Robin explores the world of crack and dealing and pimping. All he has to do is get his super friends addicted and then pedal their asses like there's no tomorrow. But then he must contend with the Mac and the local mafia. Can the boy wonder keep an iron grip on the streets? Can he stay one step ahead of Johnny Law? Featuring the music of Scatman Crothers.
You and I, for once in a long while, are highly connected, sir.
Uh-oh. Show me how.
See, crack brings people together.
It really
That's all
does.
that does.
After Robin gets his own movie, life changed for the Teen Titans. Success went to their heads, each demanding their own spin-off, eventually leading to them fighting one another in a knuckle-dragging, bloody fight to the death. Cyborg, now running the gangs from the new ghetto of Metropolis, carrying a self-made lightning rod adorned with the severed head of Beast Boy, which he tore off with his own powerful hands. A trophy from their battle. Starfire, left with one eye and a mechanical leg, running drugs and prostitution through new Neo-Metropolis, forever scarred by the memory of Robin chewing out her eye and half her cheek. Robin, a shadow of his former self, living on the outskirts of the city, in the remains of what was the Teen Titans Tower, receives a visit from the one person he never thought he would, and is now the sole torchbearer of hope for the Titans, Raven. Raven comes to Robin with news that Superman plans
God
to turn
damn, this
back
is elaborate.
time and destroy the Titans for all the havoc they wrought upon Metropolis. It's a race against time to reform a broken, forever changed group of former heroes to stop Superman from destroying them all and possibly, maybe, correcting time themselves and undoing the horrific hellscape they created in their journey for fame. Rated NC-17. Robin is played by Michael Rooker. Cyborg is Dwayne Johnson. Starfire, Betty White. And Raven is voiced by Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of thought
You know
on
what?
that.
Yeah.
The investors are going to queue up.
Direction of the comics for Logan versus the movie, but yeah.
And John Williams is doing a score.
Yes, exactly.
I'll hold out for Alan Silvestri, thank you.
Oh.
Were you able to come up with anything?
All the ideas has already been taken, apparently.
Yeah, that's what
Just because we took
I
the
mean,
good ones.
I mean, okay, they all get married and have babies. I mean,
There you go. Never mind who with which.
I mean, you left nothing. I mean, literally, you left not even table scraps. I mean,
right.
Well, remember, CJ,
yeah.
just about anything can be a sequel. So there's a whole universe.
That's true. If Season of the Witch exists in Halloween, anything is possible.
Showgirls has a sequel. 8mm has a sequel.
Yeah. Troll had a sequel.
Troll has a sequel.
I mean, well, even
Pet
Leprechaun.
Cemetery has a sequel with the furlong.
He loved the hood so much he went back twice.
And he
What's
went
up,
to
my
space, didn't he?
ninja?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, Leprechaun 4 in
Yeah.
space, the greatest thing ever. Look upon them.
about as
and know
bad
you
as-
are doomed.
Friday the
Oh,
13th.
God, yeah, Jason X was... Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Precious.
I have nothing even kind of like sort of elaborate as your guys.
You don't have to get as elaborate as that. You know.
Mine was just going to be a horror version where, Robin's had too much of it, and like, because in the show his character is all about like, like being the center of attention and needing to be needed, and everybody thinking he's amazing, and I think I just wanted to elaborate on that and just have him just kind of lose it, and everybody else gets a movie but him, and he just like freaks out. He breaks and he starts going on a killing spree.
It's based on Robert Bloch's Psycho 2.
I mean, it's really the best like who would win scenario.
Robin, I'ma want you.
Yeah, maybe then it has
Robin,
to go
I'ma
the route
need
of
you.
Rambo First Blood, where Batman is called in and has to take him down, and Robin's pointing a gun at himself, like, pull the trigger. Like, no, I won't do it. And blam.
Well, I mean, for that
Commissioner
matter,
Gordon's dressed up like the
Yes,
sergeant from Rambo.
We're gonna drive it till the wheels came off.
You don't want to piss him off. Don't piss him off.
Right, for that matter, you could just say like some villain happens to like get something in the air that's like that makes people react straight. It makes it turns all the superheroes crazy, and they start killing each other.
Yeah. God,
That
you
would
could even
be
do like the
the-
Spider-Verse, where you could just say that they keep going back in time to refix what happened in their movie, that they start meeting and using more of their future and past selves.
Oh my God, Donnie!
Oh, I got a great idea for
we
a
go.
sequel.
All right,
Ready?
what's
we
yours?
might be on the same.
DC actually hires some Marvel writers to actually fix them mess.
No, I think Marvel and DC need to go back to making superhero movies the way they did in the 1990s.
Yeah, I actually
Well, I
miss
think-
Darkman.
Oh, I
God,
finally
yeah.
watched both the sequels, by the way. The one where Arnold Vosloo is
Really?
Darkman. Yeah. Where Jeff Fahey plays that gangster. Yeah.
Part 2 is actually pretty
Well,
good.
It's all right.
Donnie,
yeah. It could
I
have been a
think
lot worse.
you had like the ultimate sequel idea because I think, or like series idea, because I think you were just on the verge of coming up with the Teen Titans Go version of Quantum Leap.
Yeah. I mean,
What they need to
I'm
do
all for
is
Samuel
make a
Beckett.
film adaptation that's actually faithful to Mark Millar's Wanted,
Oh, God.
as opposed to that terrible movie version.
Quantum Leap was
It
amazing.
really was.
Fucking love it. I
Could if Teen Titans did that, like Robin will go back and he'll be a dog or a cat or
Oh,
something.
boy.
Ruh-roh.
Cyborg is Gucci. It's like, I don't know what you're doing there.
oh,
And Beast Boy is Dean. What's his name?
Dean
Stockwell?
Dean
Stockwell's
Stockwell,
character.
yes. Wilbur
Yep.
Whately himself.
So it'd actually be a funny parody. It's like, well, what am I supposed to do? I don't know, bro. Hold on. Let me go ask Gooch. Cyborg, what's he supposed to do? I don't know.
Oh, God. That was actually what got me hooked on the Teen Titans Go TV
Meaty,
show.
meaty
was-
moo.
I don't remember what the episode was, but it was about, they were giving crap to Raven, and for some reason she became a leg model. And Beast Boy was just losing his crap every time he saw her legs from under her robe.
That episode, man, that was a hormonal
Trying to do some
episode.
Tex Avery shit right there.
Oh, God.
I really like the episode
Awooga!
where Kid
much.
Flash challenges Robin to a race.
He cheats.
Kid Flash.
Such a good
He's in
episode.
effect.
I believe.
Like, between that and the one where they...
Sour grapes.
The one
Sour
where they,
grapes.
what was it called? They build a robot
So
and they're
good.
each part of it, and Robin gets to be the leg. So he works out to the point
Yes!
his leg is just bulging muscles, and he's doing everything himself.
Oh yeah. Oh,
I like the Goonies one.
Oh,
yes.
The Goonies
God.
episode.
If they had more. It's like, for me, if they had more of that in the movie, it would have been really fun.
Yeah.
But again, it's hard to catch it, so I can't really. I don't despise the movie. I just wish it had been more like the show.
It's okay. I despise
Well,
the movie.
I agree. If they had some more of the references that they did in the show, yeah, I agree with that. Like I'm telling you, that Beetlejuice episode, I'm telling you, will not disappoint.
Yeah. Now I've got to see that.
That's like, why couldn't a movie be like that? Sorry, I just saw it last night, and I was so excited. I was like, oh my flip! What? Are you kidding me? Because it actually had Gina Davis and
Oh my God.
what's his name? What's his name?
Alec
Alec Baldwin.
Yeah.
They actually had his characters in there too. It was funny.
Damn.
I think the movie version should have been the Menagerie parts 1 and 2.
Jesus. Well, I guess it's better than an.
And it keeps getting
animated
better all the time.
Meets necromantic.
Oh, there you go.
Donnie, I kept forgetting to tell you that also Carrie Payton, the guy who plays Cyborg, he was also in 2 episodes of Critical Role.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, love him. Love Critical Role. But it's been a while since I've watched or listened, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
But
Speaking of Roll Me Away.
y'all ready to face this off?
I think so, yes.
All right.
I will start off.
Do it.
Yay.
So for the voice, this is all voice talent. For the voice of Robin, we're going with David Tennant. For Cyborg,
Yes.
we're going with Kevin Hart.
Oh yes.
Raven, we're going Jamie Lee Curtis. Starfire, Michelle Pfeiffer. And my favorite Beast Boy is Willem Dafoe.
Oh.
Show me she loves me. Speaking of going in the prop toilet.
Oh, God.
Wild at heart, everybody. Wild at heart.
Yes, Adrian.
All right. So this version is a stage performance filmed on 8mm film and directed by Lars von Trier.
Jesus.
For Robin,
Here we go.
Clarence Williams III. And for the floaty goth lady, Juliette Lewis. For the space princess, Monique. For Beast Boy, Joe Spinell from Maniac and the last horror movie. For Cyborg, a Teddy Ruxpin. And the lady director will be played by director Doris Wishman, and the soundtrack will be by the punk band Fear. It fixes everything.
It fixes nothing.
It fixes everything.
Nothing.
Well, show me what your face-off fixes.
Okay. First of all, I love the cast as it is. I wouldn't want to change them, but if I had to, I would have as Starfire, I'd have Elizabeth Daily, and who was from Valley Girl. Mm-hmm. And she also did the voice of what's his name, Pickles, and Rugrats, and she's done a lot of voices, but she's also a singer, so I mean, throw her in there. As Raven, you know, I have to put Madeline Kahn in there. It's been a while, and I fucking love her, so I'm bringing her back. I'm resurrecting her, and
because she has excellent bone structure.
Raven.
Yes.
Of course, but of course. And since we're talking so much about him, I'm going to put Ernie Hudson as Cyborg. And as Robin, I have the obvious choice, and that's Edward Furlong.
Oh,
Furlong.
Future friend of the show.
We love you, Edward Furlong.
We love you. Come on the show. Yes, yeah, we do.
Just don't have lobsters.
He was the best thing about Assault on Wall Street.
And do you have an alternate cast?
I do. All right. So for Robin, because I'm a huge fan, I would go with Bruce Campbell.
Shit, yes. Groovy.
Killer Chan.
As for Beast Boy, I will go with Will Smith. I think he'd pull that off.
Yeah, I can see that.
His raps would improve.
Cyborg, I would go. Cyborg, I would go with Jamie Foxx. I think like seeing Will Smith and Jamie Foxx act together, I think it'd be perfect.
That would be really fucking awesome.
Starfire, I would go with Issa Rae. I don't know. She's from Insecure.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be awesome.
And Raven, I would probably go with Scarlett Johansson because I think she could have that.
That's true.
The whole Raven look.
Yeah, I can dig it. Yeah, I could see that. And I don't think we've given her shit in the past, have we?
No.
According to our lawyers, we have not.
Yeah, we haven't heard from him.
Donnie,
That's kind of worried.
Check the tapes, Donnie. Wait, you fed them, right? You've been feeding them?
Right?
Right?
So wisdom.
No, I'm asking you, Donnie.
Wisdom. What
that was your
wisdom
job.
do we have from this show?
You want to go first, Don?
For wisdom? I guess always flush after you use the toilet, because no one wants to see that shit.
Yeah. Fuck, that was mine.
No pun intended.
Yeah, see?
Shit, that was my wisdom. I'm gonna have to get something else. Adrian.
Well, I learned a
Mr.
valuable
Boom Boom Blaster.
lesson from this week's movie, actually. I didn't know this, but this movie has convinced me. Apparently, every female film director is, in fact, a man in disguise.
Oh.
I didn't know that before.
What about Penny Marshall?
No, apparently she's really a man.
No,
she might
she
be
was
a
a
man in the
brother.
mask underneath. Yeah.
Yeah, little known fact.
Catherine
she was her
Bigelow,
brother.
Elaine May, they're all men. Yeah.
Fascinating.
Yeah. That's what this movie just proved it.
Richly bizarre.
Shit, you guys know too much now. How about you, sir?
Well, I think that if I get any wisdom, it's always good to have a theme song wherever
That
you
is
go.
true.
Fuck yes. I want a theme song so bad.
I gave it to you earlier.
Yeah.
That's somebody else's song.
So? Mike.
I'm always making up stupid songs. Like I need to make one up for myself.
Just take the
I
theme
guess
song
my
from Maud. And just and
fuck
then
yeah.
there's
I was
And then
alone
there's
in
Linda.
the world today. I was evil but feeling blue.
I do love Maud. But yeah, if I have to come up with a new one, fuck. Oh god damn it. It's that you should always let Nicolas Cage live out his dreams.
And since you're only spending $10 million, you might as well let him live out his dream for the whole feature
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
and justify
yeah.
us
Yeah,
having
no one
watched
puts
the movie.
baby in the corner.
Yeah, his freaking son was in this. They should have just turned it over the reins.
I forgot.
Yeah,
Kal-El.
Kal-El voices young Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
And you know he's a fucking Superman fan because, like, yeah, listeners, if you didn't catch our episode on the chance that Nicolas Cage briefly had of being Superman, you should check it out. It's Superman Lives, and he fucking loves Superman. In fact, I had a guest spot with Cheers to Comics where I was talking about the great heist where somebody stole Nicolas Cage's number one Action
Superman.
Comics, or not number one, was it? It was this first appearance of Superman in Action Comics, and then there was Detective Comics with Batman and. But anyway, yeah, he named his son Kal-El. He fucking yeah. Well, that's him. And Weston's the
thing.
one that he doesn't love.
I named you after a hotel.
Weston even got lines in 211.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Plus,
he did,
Weston
but
is
we're
Slade
trying to forget
Craven,
it.
so he's got nothing to be sorry about.
What?
He wears makeup in his band. He does glam metal makeup. You know.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
didn't listen to his band at all?
He's magically goth. But
Let's see, if he had a Superman S on his chest, it'd be different. And Nick Cage might have acknowledged him.
he might love him.
By the way, you shouldn't name a
That's my emo
name
Superman.
a supervillain after Slade. Slade is one of the most bitchin' British glam bands of the 70s. They did the original "Come On Feel the Noise" and the original "Mama We're All Crazy Now" before Quiet Riot covered them.
I'm gonna have to talk to you about it later, but I had a dream of Julian Sands a couple days ago.
He has a power beyond us.
Beyond us. Anywho,
Hast thou
so
not
I
been
guess
baptized?
Now is the time where I say, please, please, please listen, follow, rate, and review Cage's Kiss on Apple Podcast and Podchaser, and check out our stuff on YouTube. Also, check out our Patreon at patreon.com/Cage's Kiss. We actually have some really, really, really awesome stuff coming up for our Patreon patron saints.
Whatever criticisms you have, we can take them. We can be taller, more full-figured.
I guess.
And we just announced last night on our guest spot on Historical AF that for Donnie $20 a month, Donnie will punch Adrian in the face.
We'll get it on
Live
camera.
stream it.
Yeah. For $20.
As little as $20. It's starting at $20, just so you know.
Oh shit, you guys! I just remembered that Carlos is a $20 patron.
Oh God, we already have a
Well, ask him about that. You know,
yeah, ask him how
remind him that I always thought well of him.
Oh, I am so sorry. CJ, were you about to say something?
And no, I was just, as if I could quote a famous philosopher, making in the world today takes everything you got. Wouldn't you like to get away?
So,
Cheers.
And a bang, 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 and down you go.
You know, my husband and I just started like rewatching Cheers on I think Netflix last year, and there's a lot of kind of fucked up shit on there.
It's
Like,
just how we did back then.
around.
Get over it.
But they're all kind of
What
assholes.
do you expect? It's like alcoholics in a bar.
Right?
A man walks into a bar. He's an alcoholic and is killing his family.
A man walks into a bar, you think he'd duck.
Oh.
And goes,
You know, a man walks into a bar, then a table, then a chair.
That man's
Stick Van Dyke. Yeah.
But yeah, none of the characters have any redeeming qualities. At least so far, we haven't got on
That's
to
just like real life, Linda. That's what happens.
Woody Harrelson's character.
All right.
So anyway, remember you can find Cage's Kiss on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Cage's Kiss. You can visit our website at cageskiss.com, or you can write to us at cageskiss@gmail.com. If you have any fun Cage stories, if you have any dilemmas in your life you would like to have Cage solve for you, we can try to channel him and his spirit and try to answer that for you.
Or I can animate an episode of Detective Conan with Cage's head substituted.
Or there's that. Check out my other podcast about witches in history and stories of all media, Bedknobs and Broomflicks. That's BROOMFLICKS. We're the best because we got licks at the end. We're more enjoyable. Well, some
son
people...
of a witch.
Damn it.
Okay, solved a math problem.
Well, some people spell flicks Flix, but no, we've got the licks. And my Golden Girls podcast that with Kristen from Coffin Cast and the Lost Fourth Cage.
the no longer fourth cage.
When girls were golden. Yeah, it's awesome. Adrian, where can people find you?
Oh, well, you
In
know
the
I'm all
jungle
over.
getting beat.
That's right. You're gonna die, baby. You can find me all over that DeviantArt and Patreon, on both of which I'm Leo the Fox, lowercase one word, LeoTheFox, Leo the Fox. I'm doing Inktober. Most of that stuff you could see on the DA, but some of that's on the Patreon only, so you should give me $1. Ooh.
Yeah, don't you have usually special Patreon stuff going on?
Yeah, I got some special Patreon stuff going on. There's all kinds of art there that just doesn't show up anywhere else, and you guys should check that out. And on my DA, I have a series of artworks I'm doing for a client for a role-playing game he's got coming up called Seventh Son, and it's pretty exciting.
Awesome.
I know, I'm excited.
You should be. That sounds freaking awesome, dude.
It sounds awesome. Yeah, I'm going to provide a link as soon as I have one. He doesn't have a site just yet.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I am Unreal Goals on Twitter, Instagram, and the YouTube with my other thing I've just gotten off and doing, Wisdom in the Bottle, where I get drunk and rant for 2 to 3, maybe even 4 hours. It's really kind of obnoxious. And I'm also the boy who blew over on Pornhub. Don't follow me, please. Really, I really do mean it. And that's about all I got going on right now in my sad life.
Oh.
For just dollars.
Dad, is that you?
All those blues songs were about Donnie.
Yeah. Oh, ladies singing the blues.
Oh, Stagger Lee.
CJ, what can you tell us about your show? What do you got going on?
Well, I don't have a Patreon because I like doing my podcast for free.
Oh.
So
Heroic.
Oh, look at
No,
you.
I really need. I'm made of money. Well, we actually have a new website on Podpage/Talkin Shiz, and you can actually find everything on this. It's a one-stop shop, which is fantastic. We just loaded it last week, so it made life so much easier instead of telling everybody to go to Spotify, Apple, all that, and Twitter. So it's a one-stop shop. It's Talkin_Shiz on Twitter, same on Instagram, and somewhat of a Facebook. Other than that, yeah, we're recording this week. I don't want to give too much away about it, but
Secret.
it's a Dolphin, Hell, Michigan subway and collections. So that's all I can give. I don't want to give too much away.
Oh.
So
Mystery.
That just makes me think of the music video for Estranged. I'm doing good
I
now.
was just thinking of drug smuggling dolphins, but man.
well, that's why they have the blowhole.
Sorry, I went somewhere dark.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I do love your website. It's actually really awesome.
Thank you. We actually won that in a contest that we didn't know we were in.
That's awesome.
Hey.
We just it was a really great podcast on Second Watch. Those are great folks over there.
Oh.
And he said, "Hey, if you retweet this, blah, blah." And I'm supportive of you guys and both your podcasts. And I just retweeted, just doing my normal thing. And he messaged me, "Hey, you won this webpage for free." Oh,
Nice.
Damn.
And it was real this time.
I wasn't even expecting it. So, yeah, it was. It's not like my stripper days where nothing was real. But yeah.
I got 3 different scam calls today. No, wait, 4.
Okay.
Did you extend your warranty?
well, one of them, is a scam right off because they're telling you about your Apple account getting suspended. I'm like, I don't have one of those. But I was getting mad because I had so many calls, so I pushed one and I said, "You're someplace in India, you're going to jail, and fuck you." And he's like, "Fuck you too," and click. That's all for today. We'll see.
You know what I like to say? You know what I like to say to those people? I go, Klaatu, Veretta,
It gets rid of them real fast.
That's an awfully pretty dress you're wearing.
So with that,
Have
you'll be
you
hearing from
checked
us
the
next
children?
week when we cover Between Worlds, which you can stream for free
Right.
on Netflix.
I can't
Otherwise, you can
wait.
rent or buy it streaming on the usual platforms, including Amazon Prime, Redbox, and Apple.
But why would you?
Yeah, why would you?
You know what's also on Netflix right now is Ash versus the Evil Dead, so that's also time well spent.
Oh, so
they're
fucking
actually
good.
trying to make
Oh,
themselves legitimate again.
Man, I hate the way they ended that. They should have.
Yeah.
I hate when they do that.
Yeah, it's true.
Man,
this
it's
one
like
costs a whole $4.
I was so mad, and now he's not going to come back. But I heard he might though because Sam Raimi's stirring some
that's
stuff
just the
up,
thing.
and there's a video game coming out
Yeah,
too
see,
that Ash is
Yeah, that's
doing.
just the thing. It's like anytime he says I'm done, all it takes is Sam Raimi to go, "No, you're not," and then he goes, "Okay, let's do it."
Bringing that '67, Oldsmobile back too.
You guys don't
Real
cry
solid.
because it's
You're not
over.
done yet, Bruce.
Smile because it happened.
If you haven't read If Chins Could
I
Kill,
haven't, yeah.
that's a really good
I bought
audible.
that when it came out. I love that.
I'm waiting on this. I'm in the middle of the sequel. I haven't finished it
One of my
yet.
favorite
Oh, the
things from
husband and I.
the first book was it reminded me of something me and my sister needed, and I'm surprised that him and his brothers came up with was them signing and taking a picture of a piece of cord for whenever him and his brothers would get into fights. They would actually sign an alliance and a piece of cord.
Good Lord.
Have you read How to Make Love the Bruce Campbell Way?
I have not.
That was just pillow talk, baby.
Hilarious.
Last weekend,
funny.
my husband and I rewatched Bubba Hotep.
I saw that in the theater.
Fucking love that. Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm an Elvis impersonator who's impersonating Elvis.
Oh, so fucking
They
good.
dyed me this color.
So next week,
So next week, we'll see you then.
Between worlds. With Franca Potente.
that Teen Titans movie Go, I actually really enjoyed it a lot. I really, really did. Mind manipulation.
God damn it, Donnie.
Time manipulation. That shit took up my time and my money.
Cage, 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 Peach. I could eat a peach for hours. Please.